Now the media outlets 18 months later authenticating the evidence on Hunter Biden's laptop after dismissing it as a fake scandal in 2020, right before the election. CNN and the Washington Post finally getting on board with the Biden scandal, joining the New York Times, which validated the laptop's material earlier this month. We've been wondering, why suddenly is the mainstream media coming around? I spoke with the Government Accountability Institute president, Peter Schweizer, on Sunday Morning Futures, and he has a theory. Watch this.
I think this New York Times piece, the fact that they got cooperation from Team Biden and probably from the Hunter Biden legal team, is an indication to me they are extremely concerned that he is going to be indicted. This grand jury's been meeting since 2018. They were suspended during COVID because of health care protocols. It's back up and running, and it's very clear that when it comes to the issues related to tax evasion and money laundering and the other issues wrapped up with it, they're extremely concerned that Hunter Biden's going to be indicted. And I think this article is an effort to frame that conversation in a way that could be the most favorable to them.
So, Dagen McDowell, you always ask the question, why now, right? You always say, why now? And now I'm asking you, why now? Why is the media coming around to admitting the truth, something that we reported so long ago and the New York Post broke wide open? Is it because an indictment is on the horizon of Hunter Biden?
Likely. And also now they can sort of kind of turn on Joe Biden because he's so wildly unpopular. The big media journalists, if you can call them that, and reporters, they are more concerned about their own egos and reputations than they are the ego and reputation of an addled commander-in-chief. Miranda Devine has an article about this today, though, and she points out that the media are trying to downplay, underplay, and even dismiss any involvement that Joe Biden had with Hunter Biden's business dealings. But as you've always said, Maria, this is a Joe Biden story, not a Hunter Biden story. Miranda Devine points out in the Washington Post review of the contents of the laptop, they do mention Hunter Biden's business dealings with the Chinese energy conglomerate CEFC, but they failed to mention a $6 million payment from the Chinese company, into the business bank account of Rob Walker, a trusted Biden family friend. Rob Walker's wife was the assistant of Jill Biden when she was the second lady. I could go on, but they left that out, that Hunter was conducting all of this business during the last 2 years of Joe Biden's vice president. And they also leave out any mention of Tony Bobulinski. Tony Bobulinski met Joe Biden twice as he was interviewing to run Sinohawk Holdings, and he confirmed that the 10% for the big guy is, well, the big guy is Joe Biden. There was no mention of that in the Washington Post story at all. And if they had the contents of the laptop, it's very curious that they wouldn't mention that in the article.
And Dagen, the biggest mic drop of all is the fact that Hunter Biden was paying the family bills. Come on. We know that because the bank records have been released. So if Hunter Biden is accepting $31 million from Chinese officials, as Peter Schweizer has reported, and then he's turning around and paying the bills, paying construction of a home of Joe Biden, paying the gardeners of Joe Biden, it's not a Hunter Biden story. It's a Joe Biden story. And influence peddling, unfortunately, is right in front of us and being felt as we have to deal with these very countries that have given the Biden family money. That is Ukraine, China, and Russia, Dagen.
And again, and the fact that there's zero curiosity about this from the media, why are they still carrying water for Joe Biden?
It's extraordinary. It simply is extraordinary. We'll be right back.